Playful Kiss is a 2010 South Korean romantic comedy television series, starring Jung So-min and Hyun-joong. It aired on MBC from September 1 to October 21, 2010 on Wednesdays and Thursdays at 21:55 for 16 episodes. It is based on the Japanese manga Itazura Na Kiss written by Tada Kaoru. The Korean series is the third television adaptation of the manga following the Taiwanese It Started with a Kiss in 2005, and its sequel They Kiss Again in 2007. Though Playful Kiss received low ratings in South Korea in the 5 to 7% range, it was sold to 12 countries in Asia where it developed a strong cult following, having been streamed 70 million times on Viki and earning $400,000 in ad revenue through online streaming. Due to its international popularity, a short special edition was aired on YouTube after the series finale. Plot: a clumsy high school girl named Oh Ha-ni who is at the bottom of her class has had a crush on a popular and genius male student, Baek Sung-jo, ever since she laid eyes on him on the first day of high school. Ha-ni decides to confess through a letter, but is rejected rudely by Sung-jo, who tells her that he hates stupid girls and returns the letter having corrected all of her grammatical and spelling mistakes and giving her a D. Fate intervenes when an earthquake ruins Ha-ni's family's newly built home. While the house gets rebuilt, Ha-ni and her father are invited to stay at the home of her dad Oh Ki-dong's childhood friend, who happens to be Sung-jo's father Baek Soo-chang. Ha-ni's feelings for Sung-jo are rekindled, and she is more than determined to impress him. Sung-jo remains insensitive to her feelings and finds her a complete nuisance. However, Sung-jo's matchmaker mum, Wang Gumi, helps Ha-ni a lot and becomes determined to get the two together. During her time with Sung-jo and his family, Ha-ni blackmails Sung-jo into tutoring her to become part of the top 50 ranked students in their high school. Sung-jo reluctantly agrees, and over the weeks as they tutor together, Ha-ni's feelings grow continually stronger for Sung-jo, and his feelings for her also strengthen, though he does not show it and is still very confused by them. When the results of the ranking come out, Ha-ni is so proud of Sung-jo's expected number 1 that she doesn't notice her own score, and when Sung-jo tells her to look at her placing she is shocked by finding she ranked number 50. Their high school year is filled with heartbreak, confusion, anger and Ha-ni's unrequited love, and slowly Sung-jo comes to like Ha-ni and finds her company very enjoyable. After several dramatic events involving Ha-ni, Sung-jo realizes that when Ha-ni says she will forget him and no longer likes him in front of the senior year, he panics a little and strings her along by kissing her on their graduation night to keep her interested, though she secretly still is, and announces that he decided to attend the same university as Ha-ni. Sung-jo and Ha-ni soon graduate high school and go to university. There, Sung-jo meets Yoon-hee-ra, the female Baek Sung-jo. While Ha-ni's classmate Bong Joon-gi still has, despite many incidents that have continuously broke his heart, feelings for Ha-ni. However, Sung-jo is still the one Ha-ni likes, despite the fact that he is always with Hee-ra and said that he lives for teasing her. Hee-ra falls in love with Sung-jo and they begin working together at a restaurant, which makes Ha-ni jealous. Ha-ni's feelings continue to grow just as the friendship between Sung-jo and Hee-ra does too. When Sung-jo's father becomes hospitalized, Sung-jo takes over his father's gaming company temporarily. He is introduced to the investor's granddaughter at an arranged marriage meeting, who turns out to be none other than Hee-ra. With everything going on, it seems impossible for Sung-jo to like Ha-ni. Joon-gi also doesn't give up on trying to win Ha-ni's heart, and one day, he takes his crush one step further by proposing to Ha-ni. Afterwards, Ha-ni walks back to her father's noodle shop in the rain to find Sung-jo standing there with an umbrella, waiting for her. Sung-jo claims to be curious about her answer for Joon-gi, knowing that he had proposed, but Ha-ni refuses to tell him. This leads to an argument between the two, causing Ha-ni to have an outburst, which is interrupted when Sung-jo suddenly kisses her. Seung-jo announces to all family members that he and Ha-ni will get married once they get graduated. Everyone, especially Seung-jo's mother, gets overexcited and dances in joy. Everything went smoothly then between Seung-jo and Ha-ni. Bong Joon-gi gets a heartbreak. Seung-jo tells his decision to Hee-ra, She pretends to be happy with his decision and tells him that she is happy that finally Seung-jo is able to know what he actually wants. Hee-ra plays tennis for more than 4 hours in frustration while Kyung-soo, Choi Sung-guk, waits till she finishes. Seung-jo's mother soon announces their marriage date, which would be within 1 week. Soon they get married. During their honeymoon, they encounter another couple. The woman flirts with Sung-jo in front of Ha-ni and fakes an injury so that he will inspect her. Ha-ni gets jealous, and she and Sung-jo argue. After Ha-ni leaves the room, the woman tries to get Sung-jo into bed, but her male companion returns and tells them that Ha-ni had left the hotel. Then Sung-jo realizes that the woman was faking and goes to find Ha-ni. Chris, a British-Korean girl, enters their lives. She speaks Korean fluently and has a crush on Jung-gi. But Jung-gi says he only has room for Ha-ni in his heart. It is later revealed he was in denial, and has begun to have feelings for Chris. Ha-ni tries to switch her major to nursing to be closer to Sung-jo, but her grades aren't good enough. On her way to a date with Sung-jo on Christmas Eve, she witnesses an accident. Despite the risk of arrest if it's done incorrectly, Ha-ni successfully performs CPR on the person and accompanies her to the hospital. It makes her late for their date, but finds Sung-jo waiting for her. Meanwhile, Minna becomes a famous cartoon artist, and Ju-ri becomes friends with a guy newly discharged from the military who comes to her salon every day for a trim. The finale ends with Ha-ni and Sung-jo making out in the company car. Cast, main characters, Leung So-min as Ha-ni. Ha-ni is a not-so-bright girl and is the bottom of her class. She is a crush on Baek Sung-jo, the smartest and handsomest boy in the whole school. One day, Ha-ni decided to write a love letter for Sung-jo, but Sung-jo rejected her through correcting the grammars of her letter. Fate happens when an earthquake strikes Ha-ni's newly built home and they are invited to his father's friend's house, who turns out to be Sung-jo's house. Ha-ni developed her relationship with Sung-jo as he slowly falls for her. She later marries Sung-jo and decides to be nursed to be fit as Sung-jo's wife. Kim Hyun-joong as Baek Sung-jo. Baek Sung-jo is the smartest and the most handsome guy in the school. He is rumored to have an IQ of 200, but has a cold attitude. When he rejected Ha-ni on her love letter, his reason is because he hates stupid girls. When Ha-ni and her father moves in with his family, he still continues his cold attitude on her but slowly falls for her. As seen when he secretly kissed Ha-ni in the pension while she was sleeping. He later marries Ha-ni, then decided to be a doctor, not to inherit his father's gaming company. Lee Tae-sung as Bong Joon-gi. Bong Joon-gi has been in love with Ha-ni since his first year of high school. He is in love with Ha-ni so much that he follows her everywhere and didn't give up on her until Sung-jo says that he's marrying Ha-ni. He later meets a girl named Chris who has a crush on him. They started to date as shown in the ending of the series. Lee Si-young as Yoon Hee-ra. She is considered as Baek Sung-jo's female equivalent by many. She is smart, good-looking and good at tennis like Sung-jo. She takes an interest on him when they went on college, but decides to give up when Sung-jo and Ha-ni got married. She later shows interest for Kwang Kyung-soo, the tennis club's vice president. Baek and Oh families, Leung Ha-young as Wang Gum-hee, Sung-jo's mother, Oh Kyung-soo as Baek Soo-chang, Sung-jo's father, Choi Won-hong as Baek Hyun-jo, Sung-jo's brother, Kang Nam-gil as Oh Ki-dong, Ha-ni's father, tennis club, Choi Sung-guk as Kwang Kyung-soo, Yoon Bo-yeon as tennis team captain, extended cast, Hong Yoon-ha as Young Ju-ri, Ha-ni's friend, Yoon Sung-won as Dok-go Min-ah, Ha-ni's friend, Choi Sung-joon as Kim Ji-tae, Jang Ah-young as Hong Jang-mi, Bye-bye Si-as. Bong Joon-gi's followers, Wang Hyo-yeon as Song Kang-yi, Ha-ni's homeroom teacher, Song Yong-shik as Song Ji-oh, Moon Ho-won as head teacher Wang, Abigail Alderete as Chris. Reception, ratings, awards and nominations, soundtrack, epilogue, to show Ha-ni and Sung-jo's married life, Playful Kiss, special edition was released on YouTube beginning November 2, 2010. The 7 10-minute episodes were subtitled in English, Japanese, Chinese, and Spanish, among others. The online series was popular, with the first episode initially receiving over 1 million hits in the first 2 days, and over 19 million hits for the entire 7 episodes. Kim Hyun-joong was later interviewed by Tada Kaoru on CNN's Talk Asia, in which he discussed the significance of YouTube in spreading awareness about Korean culture. Theatrical version. On October 19, 2012, it was announced that the drama would be edited down into a film version. This theatrical edition was released exclusively in Japan on a limited run to selected theaters in Tokyo and Osaka in December 2012. It was screened with the original Korean dialogue with subtitles in Japanese. Afterwards, a DVD of the theatrical edition was also released in Japan. International broadcast. In Taiwan, it aired on Jung TV beginning December 2010, where it was the highest-rated program in its time slot. In Singapore, it aired on StarHub TV channel 825 on Saturdays at 10:30 p.m. beginning April 16, 2011. In Japan, it aired in May 2011 on Fuji TV's Hallyu Plus or Minus channel and Japanese cable channel DATV. Kim Hyun-joong and Jung So-min held a promotional event on May 3, 2011, which was attended by 6,000 fans. Part of the proceeds were donated to victims of the March 11 earthquake. In the Philippines, it aired on GMA Network in an afternoon time slot on Mondays through Fridays from May 30 to July 15, 2011. In the Middle East, it aired on MBC4 dubbed as Al-Qibla Al-Muzia, beginning January 19, 2014 from Sundays to Thursdays at 4 p.m., with reruns at 11 p.m. References. External links: Playful Kiss official MBC website, Playful Kiss's channel on YouTube, Playful Kiss at Han Cinema, Playful Kiss at the Internet Movie Database.